Hello, can you hear me? What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
Hello,
I was gonna have some nice little intro music for you guys there, but then you would hear like an echo, which would be really bad. So yeah, that's not gonna happen. But if you ever get a chance, check out Ice 9 Kills, Stabbing in the Dark, if you're a Halloween fan. That song's badass.
Hello,
I was gonna have some nice little intro music for you guys there, but then you would hear like an echo, which would be really bad. So it looks like everything's flowing really nice.
It's not gonna happen. But if you ever get a chance, check out
Let me see if I can kill this music in the background.
Stabbing in the Dark, if you're a Halloween fan.
That song's badass.
Hello?
Is it good there? Okay, I think we should be good now. I apologize for that. If you have a stream on my channel, there will always be technical difficulties. Let me see. Hold on. Let me change that. Oh, yeah. Boy, there's quite the delay on this. So let me turn down my music here. Hold on. How's everybody doing? Okay, so I'm gonna have to, let me see, I got the desktop audio down now. And I got that turned down, so yeah, here we go. I just want to make sure you guys don't hear like an echo or anything. So let me know. And why is that? Yeah. There we go. There we go. I think we're good. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing? Got a lot of people in the house. Holly Klein, Hedwick, etc. Jorge Lewis 88. Jason Nike. What's up? Nike. I'm going to the Myers house in 1 week. Ryan James. God, man, you are freaking lucky, man. I am so damn jealous. Beth S., how are you doing? The Real Razor. Kennedy Daves, Shane Jackson, Renegade Hero, Megan, how are you doing? Dylan, there's Dylan. I love you, brother. Anthony Walls. Hey, Chris, we should see each other Saturday, brother. That's gonna be awesome. Theo, how are you doing? Jason Richardson. It is a clickbait title. Nothing sexy here. Just gotta get those views. Right? that's the YouTube. That's par for the course, you know? And guys, I did not plan. I literally planned this probably half an hour ago. I was like, you know what? I got a pocket of time here, so I can get with you guys and do a little Q&A, you know? So cool to see. I wish I could like hear you guys talking back at me. That'd be too cool. But you know, I'll just talk to my computer screen, and I see all you beautiful people here. Yeah, so if you have any questions, go ahead and shoot me some questions. I would love to answer any questions. If any of you will be at Spooky Empire this Saturday, I would love to meet you guys. So that'd be awesome. But yep, Michael Rakes, Green Arrow, Adam Call Green. I'm here in the UK. Was about to go to sleep due to work in the morn. What are you doing to me, Lee? Sorry, man. I didn't plan this at all. It just kind of fell upon me. I was like, I want to, you know, I was literally editing, actually. I was editing another video that I was going to put out. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm heading over to the Evil Lair. JT Grogan, thank you for the super chat. Don't have a question. Just wanted to show some support. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. That was really nice. Here we go. We got a question. Okay, Blaze Sawyer. So I'm going to scroll up here so I can see this, okay? Haley, with the drop of the Stranger Things Season 3 trailer, I was wondering if you made it as an extra this season, and what are your thoughts on the trailer? That is a brilliant first question. It really is. Should I tell you guys if I'm an extra in season 3? Let's start off. Now, I was an extra in season 1. If you want to see me in season 1, you go to episode 3, which is, I believe is called Holly Jolly. And I am like about 17 minutes in. I'm the guy like in this dark room, and I got the sheriff behind me, and I'm pushing the VCR. That's me. So you can see me for like a second. But the camera's like right on me. And then season 2, I'm in the very last episode. After the whole big shebang goes down, then you see those double doors. And then the security guard that changed those double doors and walks away, gets in that Jeep, flips the bird off to the science guy. Right here. That's me. So, yeah. Will I be in season 3? Since it's, I'm saying thank you to you guys, I will not be in season 3, unfortunately. And I think a big reason for that is because I was 3 hours away when I was in Georgia. So I could make it to the shoots. But now that I live in Florida, I'm literally like 7 hours away. And just for me to get over there, I would have to probably take off like 4 days, 3 to 4 days. So they literally did reach out to me. They said, you know, I could have tried out for some extra parts and whatever, but I just didn't do it. And I wasn't as proactive as I was for the first 2 seasons. I do have regrets. It would have been awesome to be in season 3 just to say I was in there. But you know what? It is what it is. So Lidster, awesome. What do you want to happen in Happy Death Day 3? Well, I want what I wanted in part 2, I guess. I'd like them to actually go to a more serious tone because it is a franchise that could have that. You know, you've already given us, you know, you gave us the horror comedy. You gave us the straight up comedy. Now give us the straight up horror. That's what I want. Jorge Lewis, are you into... Oh, hold on. Renegade Hero, what's the worst movie you've ever seen? That's a tough... At one time, I would have told you Jason Takes Manhattan. But I do have some fun with Jason Takes Manhattan. So it's a hard question to answer. Like, what movie do you hate the most? It's just a real... Crow Wicked Prayer's a good one. That's a really bad movie. It's not even like good bad. I guess it is kind of good bad, though, because you can laugh at it. So I guess the worst movies are those ones that you are just bored to tears by. So they're the worst movies for me as a viewer. Which leads me into my next question by Jorge Lewis. Are you into politics? No, not at all. I don't enjoy politics at all. I care about our country. I love this country that we live in. I think there are some important laws that are out there. I'm sounding silly here, but I'm not into politics whatsoever. I don't think I'm educated enough to, I have opinions and everything. I don't want to say I'm not educated enough, but I just don't get into politics. I really don't, just because it breeds a lot of anger and hatred and rage, and it feels like, especially in this day and age, how everybody's so sensitive. And it seems like there's always your side and my side, and there's like no in between, you know. And I don't like getting into those conversations, you know. So I don't get into politics talk that much, you know. It's just not my thing. Saber2 says, I will be there when you get to 1 million. Boy, that would be awesome. That'd be freaking amazing. Wrong Turn review, Kennedy Daves. That is coming. Definitely want to do a review for the first one. I don't know if I can do the whole franchise, but I did do Hellraiser, so anything's possible. Jason Richardson, you don't look your age, honestly. Thank you very much, Jason. I appreciate that. Hedwig, etc. Have you tried Little Caesars Bacon Wrap Deep Dish Pizza? No, I have not. I'm very selective with my pizza. I like brick oven pizza, like New York style pizza. That's my favorite. What are your top 5 favorite shows? Right off the top of my head, definitely got to go with Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Seinfeld, Arrested Development, and I'll give you a childhood one, The Incredible Hulk. That was like my favorite childhood TV show. So there's 5 for you. What's the last movie you watched? What is the last movie I watched? Oh, Slumber Party Massacre 2. And actually, I watched I watched and reviewed Slumber Party Massacre 2. That review should be out hopefully by the beginning of next week. And I watched like half of this one, Sorority House Massacre, which I did get this one at Spooky Empire, the last Spooky Empire. It's a sorority slasher. Need I say more? It's not one of the better ones either. I'll say that. So, yeah. Let's see. Last movie we watched. Next one's Michael. Oh, and that was Bernie Gambano who asked that question. A lot of questions coming in here. I still say gussied up, Lee. Yeah, I dropped the gussied up in my my last review. It was for the Friday the 13th Part 7 review. I said gussied up, and I can't take it back. Holly Klein, going to do some video from Spooky Empire this weekend? Yes, I will be recording at Spooky Empire. I'm really looking forward to that. I always love to break the camera out when I'm over there. Some celebrities that are going to be there. You got Christina Ricci, you got Christopher Lloyd, Kane Hodder is there. I posted a question on Killer Flicks. Should I get my Funko, my Jason Funko, or my, here we go, Friday the 13th Complete Collection 10? I'm going to get Kane Hodder to sign that. That's going to be awesome. So, yeah, because I already have a signed Kane Hodder signed mask, and that has Kane Hodder on it right there. So, yeah, let me put that down. Okay. All right, here we go. Juno 2000, what is your favorite revenge vigilante film you like? The Crow. Definitely The Crow for revenge. Revenge was a great movie too, actually. It was kind of reminded me of a Crow movie. Thank you, Chris. Stuart Waldy, congratulations. Thank you, brother. Tiger Man, hey Lee, you're awesome, man. Deserve it. Thank you very much. Beth S., one of my favorite people in the world. She says, how was your hamburger helper? Hamburger helper is always delicious. It never ever lets me down. I love it so much. It's amazing. It's cheap. It's easy to make, and it comes out delicious if you cook it right. So I did buy a new frying pan though, because my old frying pan, it was one of those that was like, I think that thing was like 10, 15 years old. So the middle would like stick. Everything I cooked, it would burn in the middle. So I bought a new frying pan, and it's just like I've discovered the fountain of youth or something. That makes no sense. Are you checking out Us this weekend? Yes, there will be an Us review, actually. I'm going to be checking that out this weekend. I was going to see it tomorrow night, but my daughter comes in this weekend. So I'm going to wait so I can go see it with her. So I'll get that review out hopefully by Sunday, I would say. Will you do any more drum covers? Troy, Low Carb Monster. Yes. I definitely am saying yes. I don't know how soon it's going to be. Right now, I don't even have my drum set set up. So hopefully I can get my drum set set up. I have, like, I'll be driving down the road and I'll be listening to songs, and I'll be like, oh man, I would love to cover this. And when I do drum covers, I like to make it more than just a drum cover. I like to throw in like some horror in the background. You know, I'll put in like horror footage, and I'll try to make it like a theme that, you know, a horror movie that would go with the song that I'm covering. If you look at my drum covers playlist, you'll see what I'm talking about. I did one, for example, I did one for Valentine, and I had footage from the movie Valentine in there, and the cover was for Opticon by Orgy, or Opticon. So, and that's a song from the actual movie. Let's see, what's the next question? Renegade Hero, you were in Stranger Things? Yes, I was. Lee don't live in Georgia anymore. No, I don't, Dylan. No, I don't. Dominic Howard, 122 watching. Thank you so much, guys. That's really awesome. Do I sound loud enough, guys? Let me know too. Let me check my sound levels here just to be sure. I think I'm loud enough. I might be too loud. So, am I projecting? I'm gonna go sound in my control panel. I'm gonna click over to manage audio devices, and I'm gonna click over to recording. Yeah, there we go, recording, and then I'm gonna look at my levels, and my level's at 82. I'm gonna kick it down a little bit, 74. That sounds good. So there's no more static, I guess. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay. Let's see. Dominic Howard says, would you be down to have a Friday the 13th reboot? Bring back Tommy, and if yes, would you choose to direct and star? Who would you choose to direct and star as Jason? Jesus, that's a lot. That's a lot to mess with. I would love. I think they should start fresh. I don't think we should bring back old characters. They could, and it could be awesome. But I think the Friday franchise is one where it's just Jason, really, and you can, throw in a new batch of characters for every movie, and you can have a blast. And I think that's what we want. At least I think that's what I want. Yes, it would be cool to see like Tommy Jarvis come back or somebody like that, but no, I think I want them to just start fresh. Start fresh. Maybe even call it a sequel. Because that's kind of a cool thing to do these days. Instead of calling it a remake, actually keep the old movies in the same timeline. Just we're in today now. Because Jason always finds a way back. Lee, when you first started, did you think you would get this many subscribers? Anto W. Absolutely freaking not. And I know that's the cliche thing to say, but it's the damn truth, man. My goal, literally, I made a goal for myself when I started YouTube. I wanted to get 1,000 subscribers. That's it. And where I would go from there, because I just didn't think I was that good, And if you look at my first year on YouTube, I've learned a lot. Let's just put it that way. I had a really bad fear of public speaking, and that was part of the reason why I started doing YouTube. That, and I love movies. So I didn't think I was good enough to get to 25,000, but I found as I kept doing it, I started getting better, and I started, critiquing myself, and So yeah, I definitely didn't expect to get to 25,000. It is a blessing. I'm shocked that I'm literally here. But I have you guys to thank for that too, So yeah. All right, Jason Nike, where do you think they can go with Creed 3 if they make one? Do you think I saw some guy, he had one where they would bring in like Clubber Lang or Clubber Lang's son or something like that? I don't think you want to do that. I think Creed 2 was Rocky's last hurrah, So now it's time for the character Adonis Creed to go on his own. So I think just bring in a new challenge in his life, and after Creed 2 and fighting Drago's son, that's tough to top. They're kind of facing what they faced with Rocky 4 to Rocky 5. So hopefully they don't Tommy gun it. I'll say that. Dawson's Universe, hi, what's up? Miss Junie B Films, who do you cast as an older badass version of Tommy Jarvis in Friday the 13th? Imagine Tommy as sort of a Van Helsing type. Well, I mean, I think you'd cast Tom Matthews, right? Because Tom Matthews would definitely do it. So I mean, if he would do it, he'd be the number one. Green Arrow, I'm really sorry about the loss of your cousin, and yeah, that's my condolences, and yeah, I hope you get through this, man. Andrew L. Q&A, what's the most thought-provoking horror movie you've ever seen? Have you ever cried at a horror movie? By the way, thank you for the perfect videos. Thank you very much, Andrew. I would say the movie that really gets me, the horror movie that gets me, two movies. Obvious one is Pet Sematary. I mean, when Gage gets hit by that truck, it leveled me, man. It floored me. That was a tough scene. And then another one that does get me is The Descent. That's a very emotional horror film all the way throughout, and you feel so bad for Sarah and what she's going through. And then at the end, I literally do tear up when she finds her way out after everything that she went through. I think The Descent is so underrated and just a beautiful movie. Let's see what else we got here. We got a super chat by John Kyle Stanton. John Kyle, I was literally about to edit your video for my unbox. It was a horror pack video, and I got a package from John Kyle Stanton and a couple others. Really looking forward to getting that one out. I'm going to get up early in the morning and I'm going to edit that one. Sean Urshan, did you watch Dave McCrae's rant on Halloween Resurrection? I did catch a little bit of that today, actually. Dave is so freaking well spoken, and yeah, he made some really good points from what I saw about Resurrection. It's a fun movie to just completely rip to shreds, and Dave does such a fantastic job at it. Okay, John Kyle Stanton, $25 super chat. Thank you so much, brother. Damn, that was nice. Congratulations, Lee. I'm at a noisy restaurant and can't hear you. Again, congratulations. Enjoy your dinner. Shane Jackson, have you seen the new trailer for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Yes, I have. I'm a Tarantino fanatic, and I can't wait for that movie. That looks really good. The trailer kind of surprised me because I heard it was about, you know, the Manson murders and all that, and I think that's still in there, but it definitely has some of that like Tarantino flair and comedy in it. And I trust Tarantino. No matter what Tarantino does, I trust him. So I will be there day freaking one. Juno 2000, have you seen all of the Schwarzenegger movies, and what's your favorite? I've seen all the ones pretty much from the 80s and 90s, and I stopped watching like in the last decade because he's starting to put out a lot of B-movie type stuff. And you know, I can tell usually by the movie cover if I want to see the movie or not, and lately his movies just haven't interested me that much. I could be wrong. Let me know in there if there's one that I should have checked out. Maybe I'll check it out, but yeah. The Cubinator says, do you like Toy Story? Yeah. I mean, that's a very... when my kids were little, we used to take them to the Toy Story movies. I loved the first two movies. I didn't see the third one, and so I might check out the fourth one, but I'd need to check out the third one before I do that. Jason Richardson, we need a Drumdums horror movie. I would love to make that happen. Maybe one day. You know, I get ideas float around in here sometimes. You know, sometimes it's best I keep them in here, but yeah, that would be awesome. What are your 5 favorite shows? I did answer that earlier, my 5 favorite TV shows. Jordan 1996, Haley, congrats on 25,000 subs. I can't believe 25,000. That's insane. Are you going to be watching Us this? Yes, I will be watching Us. Born Slippy, what's up? Simon Moon, what's up, brother? Always cool to see Simon in here. Haley, nice surprise to see you. How's your back doing? Thank you for asking. It is much better, actually. I'd say I'm like at around like 90% now. You know, like if I sit down for too long, it does start stiffening up, but it's a lot better than it was when I did that video. I'll tell you that. I didn't know how I was going to even freaking get through the review because I was in so much pain. But the show must go on. Jason Richardson, what's up, man? I have not seen Leprechaun Returns, Juno. John McSorley, Haley, congratulations once again. I'd love to hear your thoughts on Once Upon a Time. Yeah, I just talked about that, and yes, I'm very looking forward to that. David King, what's up? Dustin Simph. Megan. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Jefferson. Okay. Haley, you did a review on a movie a few months ago where there was this crazy kid terrorizing his mother. Do you remember that? What was it called? I tried to find it but cannot for some reason. Crazy kid terrorizing his mother. Oh, man. That's a tough one. Could it be Alice Sweet Alice? Maybe Alice Sweet Alice. I will have to look through my reviews, and or maybe if you guys know what he's talking about, let me know. Because for some reason I'm drawing a blank, and I don't want to take up too much time. But yeah. Let's just see what we got. Okay, Captain Casual. Besides the original Halloween theme, which other version is your favorite? I love the. I'm not lying. The new score. Like, it's still, here, hold on. Yeah, there's the record right there. It sits on my record player like 24/7. I love this album so much. You know, say what you want about Halloween 2018, but it has an awesome freaking score. That's all I'm gonna say. Matter of fact, you just inspired me to put the, I'm putting the soundtrack on right now. Why not? Okay. The Happening. That's not a good movie. Beth Est, Hero, my worst movie is Cool as Ice with Vanilla Ice. Yeah, that's a good pick. That's a horrible one. The Room, I still haven't seen The Room. I keep meaning to. But that's a fun movie at least. Juno 2000. What's your favorite movie in the year 1999 for its? What's your favorite movie in the year of 1999 for its 20th anniversary of 2019? I got to go with The Matrix. The Matrix was phenomenal. Are you excited for Bill and Ted 3? Believe it or not, I have not seen any of the Bill and Ted movies. So, I'm a big Keanu Reeves fan, so I'll definitely, I'll probably check it out. Zachary Clark, I got my record player in the mail today, and I listened to the Halloween 2018 vinyl. It was so awesome. Yeah, I'm listening to it right now. What is your favorite horror movie besides Halloween? Wow, favorite. The Thing. Yeah, The Thing is definitely my favorite besides Halloween. Megan says, have you seen the movie Blood Creek? I would recommend it to you, Lee. No, but I like that name. That sounds cool, actually. Thoughts on the trailer for Stranger Things, Johnny Flame? Yeah, I mean, it looks good. The thing that works about Stranger Things is those characters. And, that nostalgia. Everybody loves the 80s. And you have some really great characters in Stranger Things. To me, I like the first season better than the second season. But yeah, it's still a really fun show, So yeah, I'm looking forward to. The trailer was good though for season 3. Michael Rakes, Jefferson. Do you mean we need to talk about Kevin? That's it. Thank you, Michael Rakes. That's it. What's your favorite snake movie? Drumdums. God, I hate to say Snakes on a Plane because I can't think of too many snake movies. Oh, I know one. A movie that has a snake in it that I really liked from my childhood was King Kong 1976. King Kong fights a giant snake. And I when I was a kid, that scene scared me. So I like that. Tom Matthews. Any plans to review any of the new trailers that have dropped this week? No, I'm very, very picky with like trailer reactions. I'm not a trailer reaction guy. I have friends that do trailer reactions. More power to them. That's awesome. Honestly, I just don't have the time to do trailer reactions. And ironically enough, they're like the quickest and easiest videos to make. But I don't know. I'm just not passionate about trailer reactions unless it's a movie like I did one for Pet Sematary because I'm super waiting for that one and the new Chucky movie. So, but it's got to be something I'm really, really interested in. And yes, I'm not making sense because I'm really interested in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but that's just, it's not something that I want to do a trailer reaction for. I think some of you know what I'm talking about. I didn't even watch trailer 2 for John Wick 3. I've seen enough, so I don't even want to look at the second trailer. Have you bought any new soundtracks on vinyl? No, the last one I got was Halloween. Big shout out to Beth S. She's the one that really got me into like getting vinyl soundtracks. She sent me the Prom Night soundtrack, which is glorious, and there's only like 500 copies of it, so that's so cool. Sabertooth, Haley, are you and Cody having a Chucky stream sometime before the movie drop? Yes, we will definitely have a Chucky stream. On Scream Stream, there will definitely be a Chucky stream. The next one we're going to do is a Stephen King stream. We're going to be talking a lot about, we'll probably do half the stream about Pet Sematary, the new movie, and then the other half we'll talk about Stephen King movies. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Durbin's going to be on that one too because he's a big Stephen King guy, so he'll be doing back-to-back Scream streams. And then I'll go ahead and announce this too. Zach, who started Scream Stream with me and him and CP, we used to do Scream Stream together. He's actually going to be on we're going to be doing one for Scream and Wes Craven. We're going to do like a Wes Craven episode, and Zach's going to be joining us for that, so that's going to be awesome. Haley, what Halloween sequel to you ruined or set the franchise back a lot? Now, here's a controversial answer, but I'll say, and it's a decent movie, but I'll say H2O. Only reason being is because I think they went into a direction that I didn't want them to go. The series started getting sanitized a little bit. I wasn't afraid of Michael Myers anymore, and I think that was the start of it. The canon answer usually is going to be Resurrection. And Resurrection is a much worse movie than H2O, but still, H2O kind of started that whole thing for me. So as you guys, if you know my channel, you know I'm not the biggest fan of H2O. I think it's okay, but as what I want in a Myers movie is not H2O. I guess that's the best way to say it. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go back. I think I went down too far. Born Slippy said "Good Night, Mommy." That's another good one. Beth S. Trent Reznor's version. I think she's talking about the Halloween theme. Yes, I love his version of the Halloween theme. It's awesome. Tyshawn, what's up, brother? He says, have you read the Halloween comic books yet? Thoughts? Unfortunately, no, but I definitely plan on getting around to those. I haven't had time to, but I plan on getting around to those. Got a super chat here. So let me go down real quick. Jefferson. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We need to talk about Kevin. Thanks, guys. Lee, a few old school thrillers you might like that nobody talks about: Coma, Dead Ringers, and Raising Cain. I can't believe I haven't seen either one of those movies, and I've heard of them. So thank you for mentioning those. I'll definitely add those to my watch list. Okay, let me go back up here. I'm trying to hit everybody's question instead of skipping around. I'll start right here. Yeah, Beth says I need to watch the first two Bill and Ted's. I'm sure they're fun as hell too. It's just they slip by me for some reason. Believe in the Hype. What do you think of John Wick? How do you think John Wick 3 looked? I didn't watch the second trailer, but the first trailer looked good. I'm really looking forward to it actually. Born Slippy, what? No Bill and Ted's, no way. Anthony Walls. We got some Bill and Ted talking here. John Rogers. Here's a good one. Are you going to see The Dirt on Netflix tomorrow? Hell yeah! I've got my calendar set. I grew up a big Motley Crue fan. I was, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I was I hate using the term hair metal because you know what? It kind of degrades the quality of the music, or at least the talent. You know, like there were some really talented musicians in the '80s, and Motley Crue definitely stuck out above the pack because they were a band with balls. You know. And they were kind of like a shock type band, you know. They got in trouble all the time, and they their music was good too to back it up. So I'm really looking forward to, and I love biopics, but I'm looking forward to The Dirt for sure. Duck 1239. What are your favorite Giallo movies? I've reviewed pretty much every Giallo movie that I've seen so far, and I think it's like 5 movies that I've watched so far. So far, Suspiria, and I know some people say Suspiria's not a Giallo movie, but Suspiria and Tenebrae are definitely my tops so far. Do you think Goonies 2 will ever happen? In this market, probably. I'm surprised it hasn't yet. Do I want it to happen? No, not really. But if it does happen, I don't care because the original's still there. So, Mr. Hawk Gamer, have you seen Dog Soldiers? Yes, love Dog Soldiers. And I'll even say it's one of the best werewolf movies out there. My background for this video is The Howling. And, you know, while I'm mentioning The Howling, I reviewed The Howling 1 year ago this month, and it was in honor. No, that was Demons. That was, but I reviewed The Howling for Derek Mayo, and here is. I still have it. Derek Mayo passed away 1 year ago this month, and this is what he sent me before he passed. And so this is something that will always be on my backdrop. This is from The Howling. He made this, and it's gorgeous looking. Look at the detail on that. Yeah, I miss him terribly. I really do. He was a big horror fan, one of the sweetest people you could ever talk to. And you know, I remember I called Deborah Voorhees and I asked her. You know, his favorite Friday movie was literally Friday the 13th Part 5. So I called Deborah Voorhees and I was like, Deborah, can you give him a call on the phone and talk to him? And this was when it was probably in his last month. You know, he literally had weeks when she called him, and I still have that voice message that he sent me on my phone, or no, it was on my Facebook DM. He sent me this voice message, and he was just tickled to death that he got to speak personally to Deborah Voorhees. And you know, that's just this month last year is just a month that I'll never forget. It was pretty pretty insane. And I really miss him terribly. But yeah, you know, he's in a better place now. So, and he's up there with Wes Craven. He's up there with Romero, Toby Hooper. So yeah, Derek, we miss you so much, man. Let's see. Thoughts on The Omen? I saw the first two Omen movies. The second one wasn't that good for me. The first one is a classic, though. That is a really good movie. Darkness Demon. Blaze Sawyer, are you a Bond fan? If so, who is your favorite Bond? Actually, I'm not the biggest Bond fan, and my dad was actually like a massive Bond fan. But for some reason, I'd say Sean Connery's definitely my favorite. I just like Sean Connery's attitude in those movies, you know? I don't know, he was just so freaking cool. So I got to go with Sean Connery, though. I do like Sean Connery's Bond movies, but then the ones after that, I couldn't really get into. Born Slippy, have you seen Love and Death and Robots on Netflix? Badass anime. No, I haven't. Wasn't that the one that Fincher was behind? Because I think I was scanning through that last night. Since the question I asked before was already answered before you got to me, I'd like to know how hyped you are for the upcoming final season of Game of Thrones. I am literally going through all the seasons of Game of Thrones right now to catch. We watch Game of Thrones every year just to catch up for the new season. And I am so pumped for the last season. I'm sad because it's going to be the last season. But yeah, Game of Thrones is like my favorite show. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Jason Knight says we need a new Nightmare movie. Hell yeah, I want a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie probably more than anything right now. When Freddy's done right, he is so great. Believe in the Hype. What's your thought? What's your favorite Steelbook? You know what? I think I have it. Do I have it here? It's the here is the Halloween one. This isn't my favorite, but I do love this Steelbook. That is a badass looking Steelbook. So I like that one. And that one's always on my display. But I think the Thing Mondo Steelbook is probably my favorite. I just love the look of that one. I think it's in here somewhere, but yeah, I love the Thing Mondo. That's an awesome one. Haley, Oliver Mercer, what are your thoughts on Haunted Hill House on Netflix? That was a really good show, actually. I dug it. And it was, you know, when you got a TV show, it's all down to the characters. I thought it had great characters. The last, I didn't think the last episode was everything I wanted it to be. I think it kind of dragged a little bit. Is that the right? Is it dragged or drug? I think it's dragged. Yeah, I think it. Look what the cat dragged in. Poison. Yes, it's dragged. So, yeah, I think the last episode should have been a little bit better. Let's see. The DX Brother 13. How stoked are you for Avengers Endgame next month? Super stoked. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I loved Infinity War, so yeah, I'm really hoping this one delivers. The Smokies. Is it still possible to get the first edition of Halloween 1978? Now I don't know if you're talking about the Blu-ray or Smokey. Can you kind of clarify that one for me a little bit, because I'm not really following on that one. Mr. Anarchy, Haley, what movie would you like to see remade? Ooh, that's a tough one. What movie would I like to see remade? I'm looking at my Thing Mondo Steelbook right now. It's over there, actually. You know what? I don't know. I don't like to use the word remade. I want another Daredevil movie. I'll say that. I would love another Daredevil movie. I don't want a remake of the Ben Affleck Daredevil movie. But I love the character Daredevil so much that I want a Daredevil movie. That's what I want really bad. Maribel Morales, hey Drumdums, I saw both your reviews for both versions of Suspiria, and I love them. Thank you very much, Maribel. That's really nice. Do you plan to review Dario Argento's Inferno? Yes, I am, and Mother of Tears. I'm gonna do the whole trilogy. I try to like space out my Giallo reviews, and I'm definitely due to get into another one. So yeah, Inferno is definitely gonna be the next Giallo movie that I review. Beth S. H2O hasn't held up as well for as some of the other entries. I agree with that. I really do. And I see that more often too. I see a lot of people stating that they don't like H2O as much. And I see a lot of people saying that they like Halloween 6 more. Like Halloween 6 has gotten sort of a cult following now, which is kind of cool. Same thing with like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. That one's definitely gotten a cult following. And I like when movies do that. Even if I don't like the movie, I think it's cool when movies start gaining a cult fan base. I think that's really cool. Okay, so going to... Uh-oh, I think I went too far. Let me go back up here. Will I Screedia? What's up, CP, brother? My brother from another mother. Love that guy so much. Are you kidding me? What did this Sack Pete motherfucker say? Dude, if you said something negative about Derek, then get the... Oh, man, I'm about to get pissed off now. Don't you ever do shit like that on my channel. Like CP said, respect the dead, man. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what he said, but that shit pisses me off. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. Got a little upset there for a second. Yeah, rip Derek indeed. Oliver Mercer, what are your thoughts on Arnold playing his human counterpart for the T-800 units? I didn't know Arnold was doing that. I know that there was like a deleted scene from like part 3 where he played like the human counterpart. But, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess. I'm just not that excited for the Terminator franchise anymore. And if they make a great one, that's awesome. But I'm just... I don't know. They've screwed up so much lately that it's just hard to get excited about. It is cool to see Linda Hamilton coming back, but yeah. David King, will you ever do a review for Inception? Yes, I was literally looking because I was thinking about getting the 4K because I have the Blu-ray, but I love Inception. Yeah, so definitely gonna get a review out for that one eventually. Some neat Narankari. God, I butchered that. Way too many people hate Friday Part 5. I have a good time with Friday Part 5, actually. There's a lot of fun to be had, actually. That's the thing about the Friday franchise, you know? Even the bad movies are fun. James Garza said, I rewatched Halloween 6 for the first time in years today. Great atmosphere, kills, and performance as Michael by George Wilbur. But, man, the story is hard to defend. Still, top 5 Halloween movie for me. Yeah, and that's kind of why I made my own cut of that movie, because I think if you combine aspects of the producers with that last act, because I don't like the last act of the producer's cut. I think it's kind of stupid. But I do love the intensity of the last act of the theatrical cut. So you put those two together, I think it's one of the best Halloween movies. Lidster, could you review the Puppet Master franchise? Yeah, I'll probably get to those eventually. I've never seen any of those movies, actually. Oh, you guys can hear the Halloween music in the background? Sweet. Goob. Oh, no, hold on. Aaron Baldonado says, hey, Lee, are you still going to do a video on your top 10 favorite horror movie icons and why? Yeah, I'm always like trying to think of different horror top 10s to do. Or ranking videos. And yeah, that sounds like an interesting one, actually. I was thinking about doing like the top 10 worst slashers. Because I like doing slasher rankings. Those are just really fun. And there's like a million slasher movies, so I could keep going. But I haven't really talked about any of the bad ones yet. So I think that's probably going to be my next ranking. Thoughts on upcoming Breaking Bad movie, Goob? Yeah, man. Yeah, just to have freaking Bryan Cranston back. Yeah, those two characters are so great together. Walter White and Jesse. So, yeah, I love Breaking Bad. I still say Season 5 of Breaking Bad, best season of TV I've ever seen. Bar none. Joey Meert says, congrats on 25,000. Have you seen the movie The Stuff? No, I have not seen The Stuff. I've heard of it, though. Will Duda, just want to say you have a great channel. Keep up the great reviews. Thank you, Will. I appreciate that. Anto's wondering if CP saw Us. I'm wondering if he saw it too. Oh, and he says it did not live up to the hype. Wow. Junos says, "Did you know Godzilla 1998 is getting a 4K Ultra Blu-ray?" Yeah, I actually have that mastered in 4K release that they put out a couple years ago. I actually did like an unboxing of that before my channel started on my personal channel, which it's probably going to be hard for you guys to even find that, but I just gave you a huge clue on how to find it. So yeah. Thoughts on the Red Hot Chili Peppers? Yeah, I mean, say what you want about the Chili Peppers, but man, they really, established their own footing, I guess. They have their own signature sound to them, and you can't take anything away from bands like that. Like Radiohead has their own signature sound, and bands like that usually are gonna stay around for a long time. And Chili Peppers have some great songs too, actually. So yeah, I like the Chili Peppers. It's fun, like just vibing music, Wow, I can't believe CP did not like Us. That's interesting. I'll be seeing it this weekend. We'll see. And Cody saw it too, and he didn't like it either. Wow. What other Dario Argento movies have you seen? I saw Bird of the Crystal Plumage. I saw Phenomena, which I loved Phenomena. And I've seen Suspiria and Tenebrae. I think those are all the movies I've seen so far of his. But I'm a massive fan of Argento. I need some water. It's really, my mouth's getting dry. Hold on, here we go. I got some water right here. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. What do we got? Oh, let me hold on. Let me flip the vinyl. Had to flip the vinyl. Okay. Darkness Demon. If you could make a sequel to any of the Friday the 13th, which one would it be? I kind of answered that earlier. I would like them to just start fresh, I guess. Or actually, you know what? I'm totally fine with a sequel to the last movie. Why not? Scutlet says, "Hope you're having a great night. What is your favorite Wes Craven movie?" Gotta go with the Nightmare on Elm Street. First Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, that's my favorite Wes Craven movie. I like Last House on the Left too, but it's a tough watch. But I just love his whole story, and it was his first movie, and all the controversy. I don't know. I always get interested when movies have a lot of controversy around them, and it's kind of like Blair Witch. Blair Witch had a lot of controversy around it, and this was one of those movies. So I've always been interested in Last House on the Left. That's why I reviewed it not too long ago. I got the Howling Steelbook, Jason Nike. I didn't pick up that Steelbook. I have the Blu-ray right here. I keep it next to Derek's. Yeah, there it is. I keep it next to Derek's Werewolf that he made me. So, yeah. Tom Matthews, can you believe it's been 10 years since a new Friday Jason movie? Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy. It's crazy that it's taken this long to get a new movie out. It's insane. Bye, Will. Have a good night. Blaze Sawyer, do you have the Scream Factory Pumpkinhead Blu-ray? No, I don't. But that's probably the first one I'll get once I start watching that franchise. 33 Carpenter says, would love to see you do a review of the 1980s The Changeling with George C. Scott. Sounds interesting. I love movies from that era, the early 80s. It seems like horror was firing on all cylinders in the early 80s. Beth S says, have you gotten into Santa Clarita Diet? I've watched every season. I love that show. I think it's hilarious. And I think Timothy Olyphant and Drew Barrymore have great chemistry together. It's a really good show. Nathan Fillion was hilarious in it. Yeah. Adeline's Universe. I have another question, Lee. Have you ever seen the Harry Potter films? If so, what is your favorite one, and will you review the series in the future? Yes, I have. I love the Harry Potter franchise, actually. I don't like this new franchise that they got going on. Fantastic Beasts? Yeah, I'm not a fan of Fantastic Beasts, but I love the Harry Potter franchise. I think they got better as they went along. My favorite is probably going to be, and this is not, it's a tough one. I'd say overall, like the entire movie, I'm going to go with Goblet of Fire. I love that movie like from start to finish. But as far as like the better movie, I guess, it just looks better, it's better directed, great final act, I got to go with Order of the Phoenix. That final act in Order of the Phoenix is epic. That fight between Dumbledore and Voldemort is so good. Haley, I'm ready for Jordan Peele's Us this weekend. Yeah, I'm still looking forward to it. I'm a little nervous now, but I will say, like us Scream Stream guys, we differ on almost everything. So there's a really good chance if those guys disliked it, I like it. You know, so we'll see what happens. Simon Moon, Lee, what would you think of a new Freddy or Jason movie set in the 80s? Yeah, now you're talking. I would love that. That would be awesome, actually. Anthony Wells, what's up with all the horror coming to Netflix? Yeah, I heard like Freddy, Michael, and Jason are coming to Netflix, so they're starting to get a lot of that stuff. Juno 2000, what Blu-ray Steelbook artwork that looks disappointing and lazy? There's a lot of ones. Like if you go to Best Buy and you look at their Steelbook section, there's a lot of lazy looking Steelbooks. Not horror, but I think the Creed 2 Steelbook looks kind of lazy, if I'm being honest. And I'm sure I'll think of a horror one here in a minute, but yeah, that's the first thing that comes to my mind. I was thinking like the Psycho one is kind of, even though it's like pink, I wasn't a fan of the Psycho Steelbook either. Jefferson, any thoughts on Brightburn this May? Yes, that's definitely high up on my list. It looks really like an evil young Superman type character. Yeah, it could go either way. It could be good or it could be horrible. But you know, James Gunn's behind it, so I think it's gonna be good. It looks good. King Joker, hey bro, it's George. What's up, George? What Halloween film would you want in 4K? I want Halloween 6 to have yeah, 6 would be great in 4K just because of the atmosphere. I would love 4 would be awesome in 4K. And as much crap as I give H2O, I would love a better transfer of that. Screaming Shark, what are your thoughts on George Romero Dead series? Would love to hear your opinions if you've seen them. I reviewed... I saw Night of the Living Dead for the first time last year, actually, which is crazy. I saw Dawn of the Dead years ago. I saw that way before. But yeah, I picked this Criterion edition up and I reviewed it. Shout out to Drewski McGillicuddy. He's the one that kept pressuring me to watch it. I'm glad he did because I loved it. Yeah, George Romero, man. The guy was a freaking legend. You know, his zombie movies, I think, are the best, you know, out of all zombie movies. And Dawn of the Dead is both the remake and the original are classics. And I think I saw Land of the Dead too. And I think that's the only 3. I love the Crazies, although I didn't see the original Crazies. Okay. Born Slippy says he missed out on that Halloween box set. Man, my prized possession is the Halloween and the Friday box sets. Hold on, let me go back up here. I see some more questions. Beth wants to know what do you do with movies that you buy and don't like? Do you purge them or keep? Yeah, I keep all the movies that I buy. I used to sell some of them, but I just don't have time to like put stuff on eBay and then go ship it out and all that stuff. So, yeah, I have a lot of bad movies in my collection. I'll be the first to admit it. But I'm definitely not one of those guys that goes and buys everything. I really don't buy movies that often anymore unless it's like an Arrow type release for horror or something like that. I like those deep cuts. That's what I get excited about. Like when I bought Pieces, like I got the horror pack edition of Pieces, and I loved it so much that I wanted to buy the super deluxe edition that came with like the CD and all that. And shout out to Brandon Tabado. He actually, like on Killer Flicks, he showed everybody what it looked like, and I was like, I gotta have that. That's what I get excited about. Like new releases, I don't get excited about new releases anymore unless it's something like horror or something like that I'm really, really wanting. I'm kind of weird with like my purchases now. You know, it's like the deeper the cut, the better for me. And if they have like this release right here, I talked about this release in the review actually, but the Last House on the Left release, that's probably one of my favorite releases lately. I mean, you talk about, I mean, I'll even open it up for you here. It comes with like this massive poster here. Yeah, that's what, I'm not going to open up the whole poster for you, but it's just like this really big poster. Here's what the Blu-ray looks like. And then you have this book that's just loaded with just pictures and illustrations and all kinds of stuff. But that's what you want in Blu-ray releases. Let me see if I can show you guys what that looks like. How cool is that? Yeah. I love stuff like that. Loaded with the extra features, documentaries, all that stuff. That's what I get crazy about. New releases, not as much. Christine is an awesome steelbook cover. Yes, it is. It's kind of weird, though, because if you look at the bottom of it, it's like all text, which is kind of strange. I thought that was like a J card at first, and it's not a J card, so that was kind of strange. Yeah, King Snyder, a lot of people missed out on that Halloween steelbook. It's glorious. Here, let me rub it in a little bit. Rub it in a little bit more for you. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, King Snyder. Man, dream about that. It's nice. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay. Okay, so let me go back down here. I'm all over the place. Zach P wants me to apologize to him. Let me see. Let me scroll up. Let me see why I should apologize. Hold on. I'll apologize if you deserve it. Let me see. You got. I can't find where he posted. You guys let me know if he deserves it. If he deserves it, I'll apologize to him. Okay? Because I don't want to be an asshole. So let me know. Let me know. All right. I'm gonna go to the bottom and like work my way up now. Okay. Young Hollywood ever saw the anthology movie VHS? No, wasn't that Adam Wingard that did that? Old Fashioned Slash and says Lee doesn't have to apologize. You said something wrong, and if he said something negative about Derek Mayo, then he's definitely not getting an apology. Because homie don't play that. Tyshawn Anderson. Oh, didn't you ask me about the Halloween comics? I have not read the Halloween comics yet. Yeah, he said something negative about Derek. Fuck that, man. Hell no. Aaron Baldonado. Haley, are you still going to do a video on your top 10 favorite horror movie icons and why? Is it like, it might be repeating. Yeah, it might be repeating. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. I don't know if you guys... Okay. Zach Pete, we're not going to get into drama. Okay? No drama. Zach, if you have a question, give me a question. Okay? I'll answer your question. If you got a horror question. All right. What's in a name? Will you be getting autographs at Spooky? Yeah, I plan on getting Kane Hodder's for sure. He's my number one that I want to get. All right. Ever ranked the Batman movies, Young Hollywood? No, I have not. I have not. And I don't know if I want to rank the Batman. Just because there's like, you got Nolan's trilogy, and then you got the Schumachers, and then you got the Burtons. I don't know. Maybe one day. Beth S. Now we're talking the real talk. When are we going to get a Cobra review? I'm definitely planning on the Cobra review. I'd like to do it next month. That would be the goal. Because I definitely want to give it another good fresh watch. And I want to make it special. Because I love Cobra to death. It's just such a unique movie. So, yeah, I definitely want to do Cobra. I can't wait to do that one, actually. Oh, he was talking about there was no heaven. You know, I respect all religions. You guys can believe whatever you want to believe. Why would you make a statement like that, though? Even if there isn't a heaven, why would you even make a statement about that? You know, that has nothing to do with what I'm saying. It's just, I'm trying to be respectful. Okay, that's all I'm doing, man. I'm not gonna get into a debate about if there's a heaven or not. Like I said, we're talking about horror. Justin says, "Hey Lee, what's up, man? Are you looking forward to Us?" Yes, definitely looking forward to Us. That car in Cobra is really badass, Kyle. Beth S, are you excited for Rambo 5? Hell yeah! I can't wait to see that first trailer. Actually, I think it comes out in like August or something like that. But yeah, grew up a massive Rambo fan, and I love how different. You know, Rambo's like a completely different character than Rocky. You know, so that's one thing that's cool about Stallone is he didn't make two characters that are just, you know, the same like action type. You know, they're both so different. All right, so let me see. Hold on. Let me go up here for a sec. Let me go up here for just a sec. Take care of some business here. Okay. I'm gonna. Okay, so I'm putting Zach P in timeout because I just don't. I don't even want to get into this. I'm wanting to do just a nice Q&A, answer questions for you guys, and then he wants to make it into something else stupid. So we're not doing that. So I put him in timeout. I'm gonna do the Dave Chappelle. You cut off. You cut off. All right. All right. Best Stephen King movie you want remade? Oh God. I guess a remake of like Misery would be kind of cool, but it'd be tough to pull off. But yeah, a remake of Misery I think would be kind of neat. Maximum Overdrive might be a cool one because you could use today's like hard rock, you know. Yeah, there's a couple answers for you. Tyshawn, having fun with the Star Wars reviews? Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching hopefully Return of the Jedi this weekend. I'd like to watch Return of the Jedi this weekend and then finally get one of those recorded. Holly Klein, any chance of a People Under the Stairs review? You know I have to ask. Yes, there will definitely be a People Under the Stairs review. I remember you asked for that one, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that one too, actually, because I hear that from time to time, people just bringing it up. So yeah. Let's see. Yep, leave religion and politics at the door, Kyle. Couldn't have said it better, brother. Could not have said it better. Beth says leave Maximum Overdrive alone. She might be onto something there. That's the thing, like, you can remake anything, but that doesn't mean it's going to be good. You know, it could still be horrible. Hey, Drewski McGillicuddy, what's up, brother? I literally just gave you a shout out. I was talking about Night of the Living Dead. So, yeah, Dawn of the Dead. I want to get the freaking Blu-ray, but I can't find it anywhere. It's like super, super expensive. So, that's the issue I'm having right now. So, I got to see if I can maybe get the DVD. I don't want to get the DVD, though, you know. I want to get a really good release. So, I'm going to do some searching around, see if I can find it, because I love Dawn of the Dead, so I want to review that one. Definitely. I have seen that one, though. I've seen it like a couple times, actually. A lot of questions coming in. A lot of questions. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. The Smoky says, listening while at work. Are you gonna do a Drumdums video on Halloween 5? I've already reviewed all the Halloween movies. I will. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna do a commentary on all of them. I did a commentary on Halloween 2018. I had such a good time with that one that I thought, hey, maybe I'll just do that with all these. And I'll just do them when I want to, you know. I'm not going to do them like every week or anything. But, I don't know, maybe like once a month or something like that. I'll do another one. And 5 will be a really fun one to discuss. So, yeah, it'll be a commentary if I do one for 5. I did a Drumdums Watches for Halloween 4 a few weeks ago. And that was a lot of fun. So, yeah. David Catone, Shocker or Deadly Friend? I guess I have to go Shocker because I haven't seen Deadly Friend. Bernie's going to bed. Night, Bernie. Thanks for watching, man. I appreciate it. They sort of have a, what's in the name says they sort of have a remake of Misery. Lizzie Kaplan is playing Annie Wilkes. And oh yeah, I heard about that actually. Yeah, that could be interesting. Lizzie Kaplan, that's a good casting too, actually. Silver Bullet. Oh yeah, Silver Bullet would be a good remake. Rest in peace, Corey Haim. Are you a fan of Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow? Yes, I actually watched that movie again a couple months ago. That's definitely one I'd be down to review. I'm a casual Tim Burton fan. I appreciate his approach to filmmaking. You know, he's definitely one that's always going to be remembered. But there hasn't been a movie of his that's like knocked my socks off, if I have to be honest. The first Batman's probably my favorite of Tim Burton's, and maybe Edward Scissorhands. But Sleepy Hollow's good. Have you seen Clover Hitch? No, I have not. John Garner. Caleb O'Brien, Rose Red for sure. No idea what that's in regards to. Michael Anderson, better actor, James Spader or Michael Keaton? That's a tough one. They're both great actors. I love James Spader because nobody plays the dick better than James Spader. You know, he just has that. So I'll go with James Spader on this one, but Michael Keaton, like, when you talk about, like, I was just at Walmart earlier and they had Mr. Mom in like the dump bin, and I almost bought it because I love Mr. Mom. Michael Keaton is gold in that movie, so both of them are great. That's a tough one, actually. Do you think the Saw movies are overrated? Yeah, I guess I do. I'm not the biggest. I like the first movie, but yeah, it's just a series. It's just they get way too convoluted. And, you know, you can be convoluted, but you got to keep me interested. And at a point, I don't care. So, okay, now I'm all over the place. Let me see. Ooh, what did you think of Metallica Through the Never? I actually have that. Maurice, what's up, man? I actually have that 3D. My nephew actually gave it to me, and I watched it. It's really good. Dane DeHaan is actually in that. But yeah, it was a really unique live Blu-ray, I guess. So yeah, I mean I'm a Metallica fan, so it was good. I like old Metallica though much better than like new Metallica. Their new album's okay, but yeah, it's just I don't know. I love their old stuff though. Haley, would love to see you do a review of Trick or Treat from the 80s as well. 33 Carpenter, guess what? I've done it. I have reviewed Trick or Treat from the 80s. That happens to be one of mine and Cody's favorite movies, actually. We talk Trick or Treat all the time. So I've not only have I reviewed the movie, but I've covered the song Trick or Treat by Fastway, and I had like clips in it from the movie. So yeah, I mean, if you go on there, type in Drumdums Trick or Treat, you'll see both those videos. And yeah, have a blast. Betha says, Lee will understand when I say these three words, over the top. Is better than anything. Yeah, over the top's great. I love over the top. It's cheesy fun. Big part of my childhood too, actually. Lee, what is your favorite horror Blu-ray? Zach, that's Zach. Okay, he's back. All right, Zach is back. That rhymes. I definitely like the Last House on the Left one. That, I mean, as far as like features and all that goes, that one, the Pieces Blu-ray is a must-own. Love that one. But my favorite has got to be the Complete Collection. Complete Collection for Halloween. Except No Substitutes. That is one of the greatest box sets ever created. The greatest. I think it even won like an award the year it came out because it was so awesome. Okay. Moria, he says, Lee, have you seen the uncut versions of Last House? Curious if they're worth searching for. No, I think I watched the theatrical cut on the release I got, but it does have, I think, a couple of different cuts. I haven't seen any other cuts of the movie, I don't think. But the theatrical cut is still, you know, it's still got some rough stuff in it. Adam Carl Green, favorite movie that you watched in the cinema or any standout experiences? Well, I mean, I gotta go with Halloween 4. just because that is the movie that really got me into the Halloween franchise. You know, made me obsessed with the Halloween franchise. It's really the only movie that I saw in the theater that scared the crap out of me. Not the only one, but it probably scared me the most. You know, and part of that has to do with my age. At the time, I was 15. I was just a casual. I was curious about Myers at the time, because this was when Myers came back after like 7 years, and so when Halloween 2 came out, I was really young at the time. I believe I was 8. So at 8 years old, I hadn't seen any of the Halloween movies yet, so I wasn't like a Halloween fan. So when I really became a Halloween fan was Halloween 4. So that theater experience is probably one of the greatest. Terminator 2 was a great experience in the theater. A lot of these are going to do with nostalgia. Rocky 4. I mean, just to say I saw those movies in the theater, that's a really cool thing. Dream Warriors was a great experience. The New Blood, Friday the 13th, Part 7, The New Blood, was the first Friday I saw in the theater. That crowd was loving that movie to death. And, you know, the movie gets a lot of hate today, but you know what? People loved it back then. So, all right, let's see what we got. Padfoot Annie says, are you going to review Maniac Cop 2? Yes, I definitely plan on reviewing the second. I did the first one. I'm definitely looking forward to the second one. Let's see. Beth asks, what classic movie would you like to see brought back to the theater? Just watched T2 last night, which I saw for the first time when I was 11 in 91. Wow, you saw T2 in the theater? That's good. Yeah, I remember. I saw that when it first came out in the theater, but I'd like to see one that I didn't, like I never saw in the theater. That's a tough one. I would love to see Friday the 13th, the final chapter in the theater. There's your answer. That's what I'd love to see in the theater. Have you heard of Tubi TV? It's a great movie. Yes, I actually, Old Fashioned Slashing. I actually shared Tubi TV on Killer Flicks. I found it, and I found a lot of good movies on there. So yeah, if you guys want to find some free movies, check out Tubi TV. Did you see Die Hard in the cinema? You know what? I can't remember. 97. I didn't see Predator in the theater, and that came out the same year, so I was 14 at the time. I would think I did, but I don't remember if I saw Die Hard in the theater or not. You'd think I'd remember that. So I don't think I did, actually. Kyle Winfrey, do you remember the movie Rhinestone? Yes, I do. I saw that movie. And I was such a Stallone fan at the time. I really wanted to see it. I wanted to see everything that Stallone put out at the time. And wow. Poor Stallone for doing that movie. It's bad. And it's funny bad. But you know what? You can have a good time with it. You can definitely have a good time with it. But it's just awkward to watch. You can tell Stallone feels so awkward in that movie. He's completely out of place. And I felt bad for him. So the horror show. What's up, Cecil? How you guys doing? Nice to see you guys in here. They hit 25,000 not too long ago. And big congrats to them. Thank you. He has a question waiting on Facebook once I'm done. All right, I'll check it out, Cease. Thanks, man. Behind me is the Mini Me Funko. Yes. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, there it is. The Drumdums Funko is right there. Hold on, let me move this out of the way. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Drumdums Funko. My wife made that. It's awesome. All right. Everybody should have their own Funko. That's what I say. Put that right there. Okay. Zeppelin 475. Have you seen The Mist? Yes, I have. That's a crazy freaking ending. Good movie though. Pretty good. You know, when I saw it though, I remember it was hyped up like beyond belief. So I still liked it though. It was pretty good. Pulp Fiction is Quentin Tarantino's best in my book. I mean, you can't beat Pulp Fiction. It's just perfection. Oh, let me turn this off. Okay. All right, so a couple more questions, then I'm going to have to cut loose here. Let me go to the bottom here. SNL, thank you very much. I appreciate those kind words. Lee, what is your favorite holiday? Gee, let me think. Easter? No, it's Halloween. It's definitely Halloween. Would you like if they continued the Thorn trilogy on Netflix? You know, you got me thinking, like, what if they did like a Thorn trilogy TV series, like for like 10 episodes on Netflix? I'd watch it. I think it'd be kind of cool. Like, what if they did like a remake of the Thorn trilogy? You know, from like Halloween 4 to 6, even though 4 doesn't really even address anything to do with Thorn. But what if they like rewrote the whole thing and made like, you know, it like a mini, like 10 episodes? Could be kind of cool, actually. You know, because my voice is going, guys. The Thorn trilogy is interesting because it's like love-hate. You know, there are people that are obsessed with it, like me, and then there are people that just freaking hate it. They think it's the stupidest thing ever, and I get that. But I love that about it, that, you know, it's so polarizing to people. But I don't know. To me, it just adds to the mythology of Myers. It does get silly in 6, but I think the Thorn trilogy makes him scarier for me. I don't know why. He's just really creepy in 4, 5, and 6. And that's what I missed in H2O, I guess. So, I mean, you can pick 6 apart, and I can't argue with you. You're right. But I still love the freaking movie immensely. Let me scroll up here a bit. Okay. Young Hollywood. Lee, have you ever been into the hip-hop scene? Here's a funny little story for you. When I was 12 years old, I was in like a breakdancing group, and I listened to like Nucleus and what are some, like the Fat Boys and groups like that back in the 80s, like the mid 80s. And I was into breakdancing. You know, I wasn't like amazing or anything, but you know, I was doing like backflips and doing backspins and, you know, all that silly stuff. And I could do like, you know, the centipede and, you know, just like I said, I wasn't good or anything, but you know, I did breakdancing, and that was kind of my thing. And so yeah, there was a phase there where I was really into like hip hop. And through the years though, yeah, I mean, if it's good, like I love the Dr. Dre albums. Those are really good. Eminem is very talented. I really like oh man, I'm drawing a blank right now. Jesus. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. Yeah. Why is his name like slipping me? It's crazy. I used to work with a guy that looked just like him. Help me out, guys, please. It's getting late and I'm losing my mind here, but I gave you a little bit so you can tell me what I'm talking about, okay? And while I'm waiting for you guys to tell me, is there any video footage of me breakdancing? Thank God there's not, Beth. Thank God there's not. DMX, thank you very much. Deshaun Riley, you win. DMX, yeah, DMX is, I love that album. The whole album. But, you know, because DMX had his own style there. And he was the real deal. You know, he wasn't fake at all. So I was really into that. So, yeah, DMX, that album's great, actually. But what I was saying is I used to work with a guy that looked exact. When I was in the military and I was stationed over in Tinker Air Force Base, Oklahoma. His name's Chris. Chris looks exactly like DMX. He looks so much like DMX that everybody called him X because he just looked just like DMX. So, another album that since we're talking about hip hop, another album that I was really into when I was young was Ice Cube's first solo album. That is a really good album. Like that's an excellent album actually. Rob Bass, I remember him, yeah. But I'm really selective, you know. I don't turn it on the hip hop station and listen all day, you know. I'm a metalhead by trade, but I like all types of music. I'm not a big country fan, especially today's country. If you like today's country, that's great. You know, that's the great thing about music. Like I don't think anybody should judge anybody for the music they like, because you know we all have different tastes. But you know, country's just not my thing. But yeah, I like a lot of that old stuff. So. Blaze Sawyer, have you seen Copland? Oh man, Copland is great. That's one of the most underrated movies. If you guys haven't seen Copland, please check it out. Yeah, I listened to a little bit of Wu-Tang. Dipset I haven't listened to. But yeah. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here. You guys are thinking about it right now, right? Y'all gonna make me go all out. All right. Haley, you're the only one I know that also loves Halloween 4. No, there's a lot of people that love Halloween 4. We have the same top 3 rankings. Thanks for responding to my comments on your videos. It makes me feel good. No problem, man. No problem. Okay, Monster Squad. Drewski, you're gonna freaking kill me, man. I've never seen Monster Squad. And I know that's like Wolfman's Got Nards. That's like one of his favorite movies. I mean, that's where he got his channel name. But yeah, I've never seen Monster Squad. So, Drewski just unsubbed me. I just know it. So yeah, I've never seen the Monster Squad. It's out there. Metalhead and old school hip hop. Yeah, that's me. That's pretty much me. I don't listen to a lot of newer stuff, hip hop wise, but man, I love that old stuff like 90s and 80s. Yeah, that's good stuff. I've never been a gamer. I did buy the first Nintendo when it came out back in '86, I believe. And I was playing like Duck Hunt and Super Mario Brothers and all that stuff. And I had like Atari 2600. And I used to play like Pac-Man and all that stuff. But I've never been like a hardcore gamer. Oh, here we go. The real questions. Ex-hockey fan 11X. Favorite Tool song? Good God, that's a tough one, man. I love Push It. I wish I had my track listing here in front of me right now, because Tool is my favorite band, if you guys don't know. Vicarious is really good. Crawl Away is probably one of my favorites. That one's off of Undertow. I was in a band, and we actually covered that song. And man, your adrenaline gets pumping when you're playing double bass to Crawl Away. Yeah, Crawl Away. Look up Crawl Away right now if you've never heard it on YouTube. That's a great song. It really is. But Tool is like, for me anyway, Schism. Yeah, Schism's definitely one of my favorites. But they're the only band for me that they don't have a bad song. Like, you know, the little interludes and stuff, those don't count. But like full-fledged songs, there's not a single Tool song I don't like. And I can't say that about any other band. You know, like even Maynard's other bands, like Perfect Circle. Perfect Circle has a couple songs I don't really care for. But Tool, any album I can throw on, I can listen to every song, start to finish, because they take so much time to put together their albums, you know? Like their last album came out in 2006. The new album is supposed to come out this year. And I don't do music videos, like video updates and stuff, but I might do a video. I actually did a video about Tool when I saw them in concert back in Atlanta a couple years ago, but I might do a video to review the new Tool album when it finally does come out, because I just love that band so much. So yeah, I saw Tool live 4 times. Gonna see them a 5th time at Welcome to Rockville in May. And if you've never seen Tool in concert, I highly recommend it. Their show is amazing. Johnny Cal Stanton, thank you. On your Alien stream, you said Alien was your favorite franchise behind Halloween. Why did you make Rocky and Apollo cry? I love Rocky too, man. I grew up a massive Rocky fan. I've always been a Rocky fan, Rocky fanatic. And yeah, Rocky's definitely up there with my favorite franchises. You know, you got Rocky, Star Wars, Halloween, and Alien. Those are probably my 4 favorite franchises. So yeah. Samuel Pagan, what's up, man? No, I have not seen The Ugly yet. It's on my list. I will definitely get to it though. That's the plan. David Thorson, I take it you've heard Symphonic Tool then. Yes, I have the album actually that's got the Symphonic Tool, but nothing beats listening to the real thing for me. Basket Case 1, 2, and 3. I haven't seen any of the Basket Cases movies. I almost bought the first one when I was at Spooky Empire last time. That's one thing I love about conventions. And if you've never been to a convention, you might not know this, but the merch is it's like merch heaven. Like there's so many freaking Blu-rays and I mean just props and masks and all kinds of great stuff. That's one of the biggest reasons I love going to. I probably spend more time in the merch rooms than I do the actual celebrity rooms. So. Sean Smith says the scene when Apollo is wheeled into the hospital and goes at Rock at the start of To His Pride. Yeah, man, I love that scene. He goes, Apollo, did you give me your best? And Apollo's like, yeah, man, I gave you my best. He's like, thanks. He's just like, it's just, that's why Rocky's so great. Like you could listen to Rocky talk all day. He's just like the greatest guy ever, So, yeah, and I love so many great lines in Rocky. The best line in Rocky 2, though, is when Adrian tells him when. I mean, if your heart doesn't freaking explode in that scene when, Adrian, she comes back, she's in the hospital, and, Rocky, he's not moving until Adrian is, okay and well. And then she says, there's one thing I want you to do for me. And he says, what's that? She says, when. And, man, I tell you, chill bumps, like the definition of chill bumps is that scene right there. I mean, it gets you. And then, you hear Mickey go, what are we waiting for? Tickets? And then they start doing the whole training montage and everything. I mean, Rocky 2, from the training montage on, just fire. Just amazing. Best final fight, one of the best final fights out of the whole franchise. It might be better than 4. It's so close. I mean, there's moments I think definitely 2 has the most emotional fight. It's so good that's the reason why Ryan Coogler made Creed. It wasn't Rocky, it was Rocky 2. He was such a fan of Rocky 2 that he said, I'm going to make my own Rocky movie. And, he revived the franchise because of Rocky 2. That's how awesome Rocky 2 is. That final fight is like what you strive for in a final fight. I mean, the music, the emotion, everything about it just works tenfold. So now I'm on a love fest for Rocky 2, obviously. But yeah, 4 is definitely like, it's way, those 2 fights, it's hard to pick which one's the better one because they're both so good. What makes this 25K hot and sexy? I'm expecting a feel these nipples joke. It's late and I can't yell, so I can't yell. I would yell feel these nipples for you guys, but I can't. I might get in trouble. So, okay. So I'm going to do a few more and then I'm going to hang it up for the night. I just wanted to do a nice Q&A for you guys to say thank you so much. If not for you guys, I would not be here. And I really appreciate everything you guys do for my channel. And you guys, you guys make it fun. If you guys, I'm drawing a blank. If not for you guys, though, I wouldn't be doing this. That's what I'm trying to say. So, you guys make me want to do this because that's the big thing in YouTube. Like, if you're just phoning it in, then eventually you're gonna burn out and then you're not gonna do it anymore. And I'm not there yet. Even after 4 years, I still love doing it because of you guys. So, couple more questions, and then I'm going to hang it up, okay? So, give me some good ones. Have you seen the remake of Let the Right One In? Yes, I have, and I think it's a very effective remake, actually. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. It's a little too similar to the original, which is kind of a shame because the original is like one of the best. It is. No, I'd say it's the best vampire movie out there, and that's a bold statement. But man, it's a great movie. Tyshawn, he says Prowler remake or My Bloody Valentine sequel. I'm gonna take on My Bloody Valentine sequel. I can't believe that they haven't capitalized on My Bloody Valentine. It's a crime almost because it's such a good movie, both of them. The remake and the original. I prefer the original, and you know what? You have a great opportunity to even do a prequel. You could tell the Harry Warden story. Why not? So it drives me crazy. Robert Kelly, Hamburger Helper or tacos? Well, on Tuesdays, it's going to be tacos. Every other night, it's Hamburger Helper. Okay? Anthony Walsh, thank you, man. I appreciate you guys coming by to watch. There is no Hellraiser remake. There was Hellraiser Judgment. That was the last movie, like official movie that came out. And it was okay. David Catan. Psycho 2 or 3, I'll go ahead and answer it. I prefer 2, but I love 3. I love both those movies immensely. Bronco Juggalo, what's up, man? Congrats, Lee. You get bigger every day, and I'm glad you don't forget us little people. Never, man. I'll never forget. I don't want to say little people. You know, we're all content creators. That's what we are. You know, if you're doing YouTube with, I remember when I hit 100 subscribers, it was like the greatest feeling ever. You know, and every milestone is awesome. So maybe I'll change my thumbnail to just Hamburger Helper. Like I'll literally take a picture of Hamburger Helper, like lasagna, and then that you won't have to put hot and sexy because you'll automatically assume it's hot and sexy. So yeah, but man, I'm very appreciative of you know, where I am right now. I'm having a blast doing this. And the Smokies, yes, I will be doing commentaries. I like doing commentaries, actually, not just for Halloween. I like doing commentaries. So, Scream Stream, we used to do like every other episode, we'd do a commentary on a movie. But then I posted like a question on a poll. Would you rather me do like commentaries or just news and a horror topic? And news and horror topic always wins. So that's why we do, you know, we put a little bit more effort into it, and we actually come up with a good show for you guys. We try to, you know, and we include technical difficulties at the beginning of every one. That's not even on purpose. So, White Tim, what's up? What's up, man? Nice seeing you. Beth wants to know, what will be your next VHS review? Cobra will actually be my next VHS review. That's the one I'm planning on doing. So I might do like a hybrid VHS review / Blu-ray review for Cobra. You know, make it a little extra special. So anyway, guys, I think that's gonna be it. I'm gonna hang it up. Beaves, what's up, man? Beaves, he's been a subscriber of mine for a long time. I really appreciate it. Heartbreaker. I believe that's Caleb. Yeah. So, Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 commentary one day. Yeah, I could probably make that happen. Beth S., you need to get Fuego as a guest for the Stephen King Scream. Oh my God, that's not a bad idea, Beth. Fuego's a really cool dude, actually. Yeah, man, we're both drummers. Yeah, we talk drums sometimes. So, yeah, Fuego's awesome. Halloween 2 or 2018? That one's easy for me, Bronco. I'm going with the 2018 only because I am not like the fanatic of Halloween 2 like a lot of people are. It's not even like it's probably in my like top 5. But for me, it's Halloween 4, Halloween 2018, and Halloween 6, and then maybe Halloween 2. But sometimes I might even like Rob Zombie's Halloween 2 better than Halloween 2. And I think I like Halloween 2 a lot. It's like, that's part of the reason why I love the Halloween franchise so much. I love most of the movies. I think it does drag a little bit in the middle. I think Laurie Strode is kind of just there. She makes up for it in the last act, I guess. But really, Loomis is the one that makes up for it. You know, she's just kind of running for her life at the end. But yeah, I think it's a little overrated, actually. You know, it's got some great atmosphere in it. I think Dick Warlock does a good job in the movie. But I mean, pound for pound, though, overall, I gotta give it to Halloween 2018. You know, I know a lot of people. As time has went on, people are seeing the flaws, and some people hate Halloween 2018. I don't think it deserves hate. I really don't. I think it's like any horror movie, slasher movie. It's a slasher movie. CP said that too. You know, it's a freaking slasher movie, and people are really kind of nitpicking the movie to death. Like, you wouldn't nitpick Sleepaway Camp, would you? That's a slasher. That's the way I look at it. You know, it's just a movie at the end of the day, and it has flaws, but still, it's got some great stuff in it. You know, I mean, especially in this day and age, to make a sequel to a movie 40 years later and turn out something that good, no easy feat, if you ask me. And that's just my opinion. But, you know, I've seen people literally say that they thought Halloween 2018 was the worst Halloween movie. If you say that, you're freaking stupid. That's a mean thing to say, but I'm serious, man. If you really think Halloween 2018 is worse than Resurrection, then you're stupid. Okay, I probably lost a couple subscribers there. Evil Queen, what's up? Nice to see you in here. Beavis, thank you for that super chat. I appreciate that. Yeah, you have a good night too, man. I really appreciate that. Really nice. Yeah, Beth, I love Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. It's one of those that just gets better for me every time I watch it. Yeah. So, anyway, guys, I think I'm going to hang it up now. It's hard for me to say goodbye to you guys. I have such a good time doing these. But, yeah. So, I'll leave it with Halloween 2018 is not the worst Halloween movie. You can tell my voice is going, but I just wanted to spend some time with you guys. So, we did like over an hour and a half now, I think. So, yeah. So, anyway, guys, I hope you guys have a good night. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for getting me to 25,000 subscribers. I'm blessed. I'm really blessed. And you know what? We're just getting started, okay? I'll say that. More content to come. Got so much planned for you guys. And, yeah, it's good. It's going to be a good year. I'll just say that. So, I hope you guys all have a great night. And go eat some hamburger helper.